I actually was just watching something though. I'm a really big UConn basketball fan, and the UConn basketball coach separates his M&Ms into like, depending on what color the team is wearing, he'll eat a certain color of M&Ms. He'll eat like 9 of them, and that's it. It's a superstition he has.
9.
9.
Not 8.
Super
not
specific.
10.
Yeah, he's like so specific about it.
You must have some superstitions too.
I think I like to huddle before our sets. I'm not a super superstitious guy.
You know, for a second I thought you said cuddle.
I love to cuddle as well. Yeah, that would really ease me.
Is Jake the consummate?
Well, Leighton
cuddler?
and I sleep in the same bed most of the time. So, but for some reason, when I'm with Jake in the bed, I will accidentally like wake up spooning him. So maybe there's just like maybe he's my like internal cuddle buddy.
This is very insightful. It really is.
Thank you.
You never know what the dynamics are of a band.
I keep it real.
Seriously.
Keep it real.
This is Chris of Edgehill, by the way. He's the frontman, lead singer of the fantastic band, and Jake and Aiden are off doing musician things.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Probably
I hear
making the world a better place.
I hear they're really deep into the wormhole of production right now.
Yes.
There's something serious going on.
Jake especially, but Aiden makes killer demos, and he's very that minded as well. But Jake's been he's been really obsessed.
But I'm just basking in your presence.
Oh wow, that's come on. I'm basking
the
in
ultimate
your presence.
Cuddler of Edgehill. By the way, congrats on all the attention and success. Ode to the Grey House is one of my favorite albums of last year.
Oh, thanks.
Still doing a lot of things for you guys.
Yeah. It's been steady growth.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of a rare thing nowadays.
You know, the bullet point that I see in press releases, news articles, and even other blogs and what have you is alternative radio hit.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Both good and bad? Because I know there's like the cred.
Yeah. That's like a great question with the good and bad part. Because it's great. I mean, it's overwhelmingly very good. It's like, we all grew up listening to the radio, and we talk about this all the time, but it's like almost like validating for our parents' friends and stuff. If like, or extended family, if they hear you on the radio, they're like, he made the right choice dropping out of school. Like, it's much more validating. And also it's just crazy cool. Like, Jake heard our song in what city? New Orleans. In New Orleans, like last week in a pool bar, which was pretty awesome. I think like the whole like radio hit thing, I mean, it's not really a hit yet. You know, it's doing well.
Top
on radio.
5 alternative radio.
Yeah,
come on,
it's doing
that's
really
hit.
well on radio. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Like,
if I was doing a countdown show, I'd be all like, that was 12 to 12, somber.
Yeah.
Moving down the countdown at number 6.
Yes.
And here at number 5, the boys from Nashville.
The boys who usurped him. Usurped him. Is that how you say that? Usurped.
Right.
Yes.
And still moving up with a bullet.
Yeah. With
the boys from Nashville.
With vengeance.
Go ahead, introduce the song if you're number 5.
It's called Doubletake. The song's called Doubletake by Edgehill. And it is from our new record. Yeah, it's a kind of tied together. The album really was important for us when we were writing the album. It kind of like, we weren't sure what direction we were going in, and it kind of just came out and pulled everything that we had towards a more central sonic theme, kind of.
And here it is at number 5.
Yeah, I think it's
on
at
the
number
super alternative countdown.
Not to brag.
Correction.
I think it's at number 4.
Okay.
I think, unless we might have
moved
moved
2
down.
notches this week.
We might have moved down. Honestly, that's possible. We could be on our descent right now.
You know, they're the critics that'll say if it's a top 5 or number 1, then it must not be good.
Really?
You know, there's that side of the coin of the music critics.
That's fair. That's like the whole like. I was just watching a video about the whole like 90s gatekeepy, like if the second you're popular, you're not cool.
Yeah.
Like, which is funny. I mean, there was Billy Corgan of all people talking about it, but
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very ironic. And these days, I think that identity or that tag or what have you is just out the door.
Yeah.
Especially with TikTok and
yeah.
virality.
I mean, I think like people shamelessly use TikTok now.
Yeah. There used to be a thing where if you used or gave your song to be used in a commercial, you'd be ostracized.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy. Like, all musicians, we're all trying to make money.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the point, but like, you're making music, and it's not a very well-paying like career for most people. So, and you're not hating anybody for getting the bag.
You get to choose who you give the rights to anyway.
Of course, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. You're not going to see me giving a. Well, maybe I won't say that actually. I was going to get.
I Can Be Your Dog is one of my favorites. So you're going to give that to Petco or PetSmart or
that would be genius. Or I Can Be Your Dog. We could give that to We could
a
give
shelter,
that to,
like
a shelter.
the adoption.
Yeah.
Type.
Maybe save for the chorus. Maybe we'll do like just the verse.
Yeah.
Or the chorus is
or just the melody.
The chorus is to the prior owner. How about that?
There you go.
How about that?
See,
you neglectful guy.
I should be your manager. You talk about being.
You should.
Surviving.
This is why you're here today. Actually,
you talk about surviving on a shoestring.
Yeah.
Let's amp this up.
Yeah.
We need to get hair product. We need to get some nice.
Well, we
threads.
already did the whole dog suit thing. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
We did a music video in dog suits, kind of playing with the whole idea that it was kind of like a satirical song, but with some like real meaning behind it, and it just ended up being so ridiculous. Like, the video team we were working with was amazing. I think our vision, we thought I think honestly we thought we look way cooler than we are. We ended up doing the dog suits, and like now we're just like, that is so funny, like and also perfect to fit well, because it's like it's a pop song, and we all love pop songs, but also love like playing into like the tongue-in-cheek part of it.
That's good. You have to have a sense of humor with this.
Yeah.
Balance taking yourself seriously with regards to actual songwriting and musicianship versus how you present yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I also kind of think when it comes to taking yourself seriously, like, for me at least, it's hard to just completely take myself seriously in music, because then, like, I'm controlling it all, if that makes sense. Like, it's all coming from me. Whereas, like, if you're open to throwing in something not necessarily always funny, but like just kind of out there, or that was more of a thought than it was like an intention to like include it in the song, you like get like 20% of like the outside world in it too, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Who are some of the artists that kind of informed your musical journey and shaped how you present yourself as a frontman, as a songwriter, a musician?
So I think like in regards to like when it was like band, think about where we are now, like as a band and what I like now, it was kind of like pretty singer-songwriter, tame, not breaking any rules, melodic like this, and then like kind of here I started to I got into like the classic, like not alternative really, but like I don't really care about genre names, the classic like indie rock stuff, I guess, like Backseat Lovers and all that, and then kind of like shot up with just like getting into like 90s bands and 80s bands, because I kind of just started getting into those. I wasn't really raised on those. So recently I've been really into like watching like title fight performances and like Built to Spill live, and I just watched a Crazy at the Drive-In video that I was like, that'd be pretty crazy to be like that. I don't really want to be like that, but but really, I mean, it started like I was like raised on like John Mayer and like James Taylor, and like just kind of like chill people who perform but are honest with the people they're performing to, and yeah.
Now you guys are Nashville based. Is that where you're actually from?
No. Yeah. No. We're transplants.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to confirm.
I just could tell by looking at you. No. Yeah.
Sweater tells us all.
Right, dude? Yeah, you clearly thrifted this, by the way.
I look more like Nashville than you.
Yeah, dude.
At least I have the denim jacket.
Yeah, I got my performative camo pants on. No, I'm from Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia. Shout out Charlottesville, Virginia. It's a lovely place. My family's still there. Jake is from Long Island, New York. Aiden's from Indianapolis, Indiana. So, and Leighton, who's playing bass with us right now, is from South Dakota.
Wow.
But Jake and I came for college. Aiden came for college too. He went to Belmont, studied drums, so he came for college for music. Jake and I came for college for other stuff completely. And then, yeah, I've just stayed.
I've spoken to other bands from Nashville, and they kind of say the same thing, where there's a little bit more of a familial vibe, and as well as a mentorship that people are open to, as opposed to quote-unquote gatekeeping.
That literally happened to us, yeah. We had, shout out Palmer Hubble. He's the boy. He's one of our really good friends. And we played our first show ever was on a bill with him. He didn't know us at all. It was like a kind of like a little showcase thing, so we got in there. And I remember seeing his set and being like, that guy is so cool. And our manager at the time, who was also a student with us, named Tia, she introduced us to him, and she was like, well, what if he self-produces all of his stuff? What if he produced your record? And he totally did our like 3 or 4 songs and totally took us kind of under his wing, like, and really introduced us to so many important people. I ended up moving in with him like a year and a half later. We were at his wedding recently, so it's just stuff like that just happens. Yeah. And I think there's like a mutually beneficial thing there too, because there's so many people who, are really talented musicians for themselves that then end up wanting more opportunities to play or to work on their craft, like either to produce or play an instrument, so they start playing for other people. And then like that person needs them, they need that person, and it kind of just helps both.
Yeah, there's a vibe. You can tell when people click on certain levels, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're like, I can write these songs, and you play bass, and let's do something.
I love what you do here.
Yeah.
That guy's like, I love what you do here.
Yeah.
It's like,
was that kind of the vibe for you as opposed to going solo on your own?
Yeah. I mean, I have always seen the solo thing as a little lonely. And I've never really done it, but I also was in a band in high school, and I loved just having friends around me and being on stage with a band that is, a band. I just couldn't really imagine not doing it. And I also met Jake at college, and he was so good at guitar, and I was like, well, this just like feels right. I don't want him to be my guitarist. Like, I think when I first got to Nashville, I was thinking about some solo stuff, but just met people that were so good. It was like, there's no reason to do this. Bands are so fun. And also it's just, we get to have, it's almost like you get like a different hemisphere of your brain into one brain. Like, I'm one of them, Jake's one of them. At the time we had 2 other people, Johnny and Andrea, and they were the other 2. So just felt like more of like a brainchild collaboration thing that I really enjoyed.
What are the dynamics between the 3 of you? Because I'm sure there's the weirdo in the band that comes up with these harebrained ideas. Yeah. And someone that's kind of, okay, that's a great idea, but let's rein that in a little bit.
So that's definitely Jake. But I mean, so Jake's an amazing songwriter, and he's like, he used to write like a lot of country stuff for fun back in the day, but he's a really just talented songwriter who just knows what he wants to hear. I'm kind of in like the middle in the sense of like, I'm willing to make something if it doesn't sound, or even if it does sound like something else, or I'm willing to see an idea through. And Aiden is definitely the more like experimental, like funky, just like crazier ideas that aren't necessarily crazy, just like interesting and like melodic stuff that's kind of dissonant and you wouldn't naturally hear. And they were always working on our dynamic with each other.
There's nothing like being in a band. It's like a team.
It is.
When you're playing sports.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, it's also just so much of like what you make together every day is your identity to you, and what you put out there is your identity to other people and your public identity. And if you don't feel represented in that public identity and you're giving your all to it, that's hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a constant work in progress of emotionally understanding each other and compromise and all of that.
Was there a particular song on the album that was that out there, like, yeah, this is awesome, but man, we gotta fine tune this, we gotta rein this in, and
we honestly
we'll keep it weird, but
yeah, we didn't even fine tune it too much. That was Innocent, the last song on the album, which is now like my favorite. It's my favorite song to play live. Honestly, it's just rocks so hard. It's such a good song. I think maybe in like the initial processes or in the initial writing process, it was a little like, what if we did this instead of this? I didn't really see it as much as like kind of like shaving it down. It was more just like ideas flowing. But that one stayed pretty much, as crazy as the demo was. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I love it. Yeah, I love having that. We all gotta like, we can all contribute something to one song, but we can also all have our own songs, that explain and explore ourselves like fully.
Yeah. Out of all the attention so far, and I'm sure there's more to come.
Yeah.
Has there anything that's kind of surprised you? Anybody that kind of slid into your DMs and said something nice?
Ooh.
Or even approached you at a random festival or?
Yeah. I mean, the people, our shows have like, there are so many more people at our shows now that, like just in general, and also know like every song, which is really cool. I feel like releasing an album kind of like just any body of work engaged people in a way that like they wanted, like you just feel like listening to the rest of the music more. So that's been really cool. I mean, yeah, there's been a couple times where like someone in public or something is like, oh my god, you this, like I love this. So, and people also just doing kind things for us. Like there's this guy in Atlanta who's our friend now, who brings us vintage clothing whenever we play there, and he's just super passionate about it. So he just like is now like our guy.
He styles you now.
He basically does. Yeah.
Wow.
He basically does. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he washes your car, he shines your shoes.
I'd never let him.
You never let him.
Never let him. No, we might hire him, honestly.
Here in San Francisco, we got to get somebody to sign up for these things, so when you come back, you're all taken care of.
That would be awesome.
And also to style you as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please. Like,
I don't know how Bay Area this is.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I know we're backstage.
I gotta do laundry.
I know we're before the show. I don't know if this is actually a stage fit.
I ain't changing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're actually talking to a Silicon Valley AI engineer here who's on the cutting edge of AI.
Yeah. You can put that in the headline. Chris Kelly, AI.
Savant.
Big, writes all of his songs with AI. Yeah, AI, man. Crazy thing.
I don't want to go down that wormhole.
Crazy thing.
You are in the hub right now.
I know, yeah. I guess I'll be on TV or
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then they're gonna use the image in Sora and then have you say all these kind of things.
What the heck?
Absolutely love the music, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
My regards to the guys.
I'll let them know. No, I'll let them know. I felt so comfortable this whole time. So thanks for having a genuine conversation. And
appreciate that. And best of luck with everything, man.
Thank you so much.
Chris from Edgehill. He knows a little bit about AI, but knows a lot about music and watching B-sides.
Put that on my gravestone. Put that on my tombstone. Etch it.
Wow, how existential.
Yeah, that's so... yeah.